Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Adrian Ho. Welcome to New Generation News. Today, it's my absolute honor to have Mr. Alan Seaman again with us today. We're going to talk about something that people are very much interested in, which is the status of Hong Kong nightlife. But before we start, please subscribe to the channel, hit comment, and share the video amongst your friends, and hit the bell icon next to it so that when we have new video, we'll gladly notify you. Alan, you have a nickname in town.
Yes.
Your nickname is the King of Lan Kwai Fong.
Right.
The father of Lan Kwai Fong,
That's
which
right.
means the King of Nightlife.
Yes.
Now, in papers and in a lot of different internet threads, people are discussing that Hong Kong is no more nightlife. What do you say to that statement?
I say that I understand some of them say that, and I've heard that from a number of people.
Right.
What I say is they haven't been to Lan Kwai Fong. They talk, but they don't know. Honestly, Adrian, honestly, since post-COVID, right, we've had really very, very good business. All you need to do on Friday night, Saturday night, Lan Kwai Fong is so crowded, really, really crowded. I'm a landlord for a lot of the bars, clubs, restaurants in Lan Kwai Fong, and so I get the figures. I know what they're doing. A lot of them are amazing, and really, one of the major reasons is mainland China, because since the border opened, a lot of the mainlanders are coming to Hong Kong,
right.
Back to Hong Kong. Yes, less than in the past, but still quite a number. And Lan Kwai Fong has become a symbol for them. You know, it's the name, the brand has become a brand. And
right.
so they come to Lan Kwai Fong. You can go there any night, and you'll see them daytime as well, coming up there, some families, some friends, whatever, and taking a picture with them in the front of the Lan Kwai Fong street sign.
Right.
And if I'm there, many times they recognize me and they want me in the picture. I've had KOLs from China, from Tianjin, from Qingdao, everywhere. They want me to speak in and say, and these one's got 8 million followers, and the other one's got 3 million, and we're in Lan Kwai Fong, and please come to inviting them, please come to Lan Kwai Fong. So I understand we have actually been very busy, but I've even talked to some government officials and said, well, they're getting complaints because people are also saying, well, Lan Kwai Fong is also not busy. I say they haven't been to Lan Kwai Fong. Now, that's one thing. I do understand where this problem exists, because COVID changed a lot of habits for
right.
many people. We couldn't go out. Everybody used to sit at home.
Definitely.
And eat at home. First time in my life I had to do that. I used to eat out every night. and so it became a habit. Remember, Adrian, it's only 7 months since COVID finished. And so many people still have the habit of, going home, eating with the family, something that they didn't do in the past. And then you have the mainland, the new tourist that's coming, because international tourists cannot come. There are very, very few coming right now because the airlines, without enough airplanes, and the prices of the air tickets are enormous, outrageous, crazy. And so people just don't, they're avoiding going long distance. There are many are traveling closer to home and whatever. Cathay Pacific, so far they're only about 65% of what they were pre-COVID days, and they're hoping to, by the end of this year, to be at 70%. By the end of 2025, they'll be at 100%. But it's so, and their prices are crazy, and so that's one of the reasons. So we have to kind of discount the international ones. The only difference is that when we have the big events, the conventions coming to the convention center, whether it's Art Basel, jewelry show, so many rugby sevens, you name it, so many events that we've had, financial institution events, and that brings a lot of people. And actually those events have done amazing. So this year I was talking to the convention center head, and he said to me that they're overbooked this coming year. So I see a lot of people coming. Those people are business people. They're coming to do business, go to the event, but at nighttime they go out.
To Lan Kwai Fong.
To Lan Kwai Fong and hotels and other things. But and so the other problem we have, like hotels especially, suffering a shortage of staff.
Absolutely.
In every industry, there's a huge shortage of staff.
I've talked to quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've also been to Lan Kwai Fong very recently to take a look at how busy Lan Kwai Fong is. I must say, very busy. Now that the crowd, I must say, is a little different from
absolutely
back then. The vibe slightly different, but nevertheless, still very busy.
Yeah.
Now, people argue that other places in Hong Kong are not as busy due to various reasons. One, shops / restaurants / bars don't open for long hours anymore because of probably cost as well as labor.
Yeah.
And at the same time that there weren't that many tourists in town or local businesses in town. And then people criticize that Hong Kong's quality of service has declined, as well as in terms of consumption pattern. People like to dedicate their fun times up north, where they can spend the same amount of money, but get a lot more from it. Now, as a person that has seen it all, what do you say to that?
I say you better get used to that, because, of course, especially local people, if I can go to Shenzhen on the weekend, I can stay in a hotel that's half the price of Hong Kong. Shenzhen today has many Michelin star restaurants, has a real great, vibrant nightlife, half the price again of Hong Kong. And so I can understand. And remember, you were cooped up for 3 years in Hong Kong in your house, couldn't go out, basically. And so suddenly you can travel, but you can travel to Shenzhen. You want to take the high-speed rail. It's only 14 minutes faster to go to Shenzhen than to your house in traffic in Hong Kong. And so we better get used to that, because we are part of the future Greater Bay Area coming and all that. But Hong Kong, and the problem is, as I say, no international or very limited international travelers to Hong Kong. And then the mainlanders that are coming are a different breed. I just see them. They're well-dressed. I'm also the chairman of WIN in Macau, And I mean, I was just there for a board meeting 2 days ago. I mean, you see the people that come in, the way they're dressed and all that. It's a totally different mainland crowd, And the ones that are coming to Hong Kong, the same thing. Most of them are young, and they want they don't want to go to shopping malls. They don't want to go to traditional restaurants. They're all looking for something a little bit different. They go to McDonald's Road, they buy a McDonald's sandwich, take a picture. The main thing is puts on Weibo, and it goes back to, I'm eating McDonald's on McDonald's Road. They go to Sham Shui Po. They want to buy they want new camera. They want an old antique camera.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's a totally different culture. Then they want to go to the beaches. They want to go camping. They want to go hiking. So it's different, because today, Hong Kong needs to change, because the shopping malls we have, every city in China, whether it's second tier, third tier, first tier, they're all the same. Online as well. Now, they can have whatever they want. They don't really have to come to Hong Kong, and it's not cheaper in Hong Kong anymore. So as far as they're concerned, and for me, one of the reasons our numbers are so good in Lan Kwai Fong, because the mainlanders, they spend, especially in the clubs, in the bars, some of them spend like 400,000, 450,000. Some bills are 500,000 for their check. And I say, a Guaylo Western a beer drinker buys 2 beers for for $100. Those days are gone. But I'm saying, and so it's a different. I'm joking, but I'm saying it's a different world today. So a lot of those operators, the old Chinese restaurant operators that are complaining that people do leave at 9 o'clock, or they don't come out like they used to, like in big groups of 15, the whole family members and all that. You've got to change as well. People, they go to Shenzhen, they see what they can get, so they want value, and it's not only lowering your price or anything like that. Give a better service, give a better quality of food. Right. Make your menus more creative. I mean, that's what you're serving, so these are things that we're going through a transition until I'd say next year when more mainlanders will come and hopefully the airlines are back at normal prices. Right. And you get the old Hong Kong back again. We're in a lull right now, but Hong Kong is still one of the best cities in the world. And the good thing is all those people that come for those big major events, they all say, "Oh my God, it's not what we were brought to. Hong Kong is great. We had such a good time." They go home and they tell all their friends. The biggest problem, another big problem we have, because we did not have a stadium, where shows, which brings a lot of people to Hong Kong, and so the government did a few shows right in Central, on the harbor, and so
Kai Tak could solve that problem.
Kai Tak will be open next year, towards the end of next year. That is 60,000. That's 60,000 seats with a closed roof, and there's another smaller stadium as well next to it. Beautiful view overlooking the harbor, something that other places don't have. Next time Taylor Swift comes to Asia, she will not bypass Hong Kong.
Oh, definitely not.
She went to Singapore, she's going to Tokyo, but Hong Kong got bypassed.
You're going to have to help me get a ticket.
Yeah, no problem.
You're going to have to get me a ticket.
No problem. But I mean, basically, that's, so we have to get back into the strength of where we used to be. But we fell behind. I mean, and that's previous governments that were slow in reacting and moving from the Happy Valley, the Causeway Bay Stadium, over to Kai Tak. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that we're catching up on, and we're suffering because of it right now. Whether it's the housing problem, whether it's entertainment, and that brings so many people. When we had Jay Chow here for this summer,
that was huge.
Right on the harbor, that was huge. Open. And, the summer was great. It was huge. That's what brings people. And Macau now is changing as well because the new tenders for all the 6 casinos, they're deemed going forward for the next 10 years, 60% has to be non-gaming, 40% is gaming. In the past, it was 100% gaming. Right. Beijing came down and said, no, we now want to change everything. Right. Like at Vegas is also 60% non-gaming, 40% gaming. So what's happening now, and you had to sign, every operator had to sign what they're going to be doing in the next 10 years, basically. And so, and they audit you, so you can't just sign on, I'm going to do this and
Absolutely.
that. And so every week there's another event in Macau. And a lot of Hong Kong people are going. Jackie Chung was just there for 10 days in the show.
I was there too.
And Aaron Kwok, Aaron Kwok, so I'm saying, so they're doing what Hong Kong used to do, should be doing, and so these are really things that we have competition, and we really need to up our game.
Now, finally, I'm going to ask you to do one thing for me, is that amongst our audience, we have local people, and we also have people from overseas. People are thinking about coming to Hong Kong. People are thinking about coming to Lan Kwai Fong. All right, so could you say a few words to them and ask them to come to Hong Kong, but give a reason why would they want to come to Hong Kong?
Okay. All I'm going to tell you, for those of you wanting to come to Hong Kong or thinking about coming to Hong Kong, don't think, just come. Follow Nike, just do it. They have the saying, just do it, because you will not be disappointed. everyone who has come, every overseas person that has come to Hong Kong in the last, 6, 7 months, they've said what a great place it is. There is so much activity. There is so much life going on in Hong Kong. The most important thing is it's safe. If you look at what's happening in many of the other Western countries, especially where you're living, and I don't want to name some of them, one is a very, very big place. Almost every day there's a shooting, and it is it's become a dangerous place. The system needs readjusting. It doesn't work. In Hong Kong, you can go out at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I've talked to many young girls who go out. They don't even worry. They don't even think about anything. And that's a big, big problem that exists in the world, but not here in Hong Kong. And so that's another reason to come. And Hong Kong is still one of the best cities in the world. Listen, I'm supposed to be a very rich guy that can live anywhere in the world. You know what? My family and I, we all live in Hong Kong because it is the best place. So come and experience Hong Kong, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
Wow, what a message. We're going to get this out to as many people as we can.
Good.
Now we conclude our show right here. But if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, comment, give us some ideas, and spread this video amongst your friends. And remember to hit the bell icon next to it so that when we have new video, we'll gladly notify you. So until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Come to Hong Kong.